Alright, here we go again. More Minesweeper. Yep, it's happening. Okay. Alright, 81 is how many we have so far. This has not been completed as much, so let's go to plus. Alright, 9. Oh, eyesight. Okay, dual eyesight. Oh geez, it's ultimate mode. Oh no. Okay, right. I mean, I don't think, yeah, okay. If there's only one clue, it would like literally be like, okay. Wait, what does 10 mean? 10 means the max you can have is 11, right? Yeah. But okay. With that, okay. And therefore, one of these must not be, which means this 9 needs... Okay, this is actual reasoning now. Like, hold up. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from this 10, 7, 8, 9. So only one more of these can be, which means horizontally this 9 only has 5, which means vertically it needs 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, yes. Okay. So that is safe because of that. And there we go. Alright. 8 and 7. So what I know is that one of these two has to be safe because of the 9, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. Yeah, okay. If this is safe, then that would have to not be a mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would force this and that because of the dual, which would force this open, and then the 7 would be done, which means you'd have that kind of arrangement. Alright. Alright, so let's do the contrary assumption. If this is a mine, it forces that to be a mine because of dual, which forces both of these open, because this 8 needs 2 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, that would force this to be a mine to block the eyesight of the 8, but now it has nowhere to have a buddy. And so that's actually a contradiction, and therefore everything that was marked like this can now be marked here. And now I must think, is there anything else that I can get from this? Okay, so that could be like that or like that. But like this would just force that, I guess, which would be completely fine. And I could have the other arrangement as well, or I could just not have any mines there. No, I think this is it. I think it's it. Alright. U7, what do you have to say for yourself? Okay, automatically that. That forces this, which does that, which forces this, which will force that, which will force that, and this, and that. There we go. Okay, got him. Next, multiple and snake. Oh no. No, not snake. Oh no. Okay, so... Oh boy, okay. Let's assume this isn't one. Wait a minute. I know it's not one. Because if it is, then this 4 can only have 2 in this zone, but then the 3 only has 2 in that zone, and then it's over. Okay. I know exactly one of these has to be. So imagine like this is, and that is as well, right? Then like that can't be. And it also forces that out. And so, well, I guess it could go like this. like that and be done. And that's actually like valid. Um, okay. Yeah. Given that, I don't think there's really anything I can conclude. Yeah. Okay. All right. So obviously this 8 can't have both of those. Can't be both of those. Therefore, both of these are, and 2 out of these 3 are. But I also know that only one of these can be, and so that must be. Right, because of the 4, I can only have 1 mine outside the zone of the 3, and so it has to be one of those. So, like, this 8 is kind of forced to be like that. So there's, like, 1 in these 2, 1 in those 2, and 1 in those 2. Whether that means it has to be, like, all 3 like that and all 3 like that, I don't think so, because I just showed that other arrangement where it was, like, where the snake went, like, this or something, and that is still valid, so it doesn't even need to require that. So, I mean, I think that's, oh, that's safe, because the snake, like, this is in the middle of the snake, so it can't branch off from there. But these can go any direction they want at this point, so yeah, that's all I got. Okay. That already has 5 around it. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so let's assume that, for instance, this is a mine. That would force this, and then it could just do that to satisfy the rest of them. It could even be here as well, so there's no, yeah, okay. And like this could even go like that. It could go like that. No, it can't, like that, there we go. Okay, yeah. I think that's it. I was right. There's still like this kind of possibility, right? So there can be mines in here, for sure. I think like pretty much anything around here can do whatever it wants, and same deal with this. Yeah, no, that's all. Okay. It already has 2. Obviously that can't be either, and that forces that situation, which means this has to connect to that. That path is required then, which means that is gone. Um, hmm. This must be the end of the snake, so that cannot be the end of the snake, because if that's the end of the snake, then the snake's ends are on the same color square. It's so nice having the multiple checkerboard for the snake, because you know, like normally you don't have the checkerboard coloring to tell you like which square is what color. But with that, like any other combined variant with it, you actually get that. So this has to be a mine, because the snake can't end both here and there. So this has to continue somewhere. And yeah, okay. But like this could be the way it connects, and then it could go like this, and that's fine. Or it could connect up like this, and then this could like even go down here if it wants, or go up there if it wants to. Or even like this could go this way, and then this could come over there to fix that. Like there's plenty of possibilities. I don't think there's anything that is like specifically ruled out beyond this. Okay. Mine count is now the issue. Okay. So let's assume that this is a mine. That would force this, I think. And that would be dead. And these would be dead. But then that would force this, which means this would have to connect up here, and that would be it, but that's only 5 mines, so this can... Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm stupid, I think. Okay, here, hold on. Okay, it could have gone like this, actually. And then this could have the opportunity to do that, and that would be fine. So actually, that's like thing. Okay. Yeah. So I'm like really dumb for not noticing that, but okay, that's fine. One, two, three, 6, 7, so even that's a possibility. Actually, yeah, let's just get that, and I'll just not mark any of the blues, I guess, because it's fine. So that's not forced under these circumstances. Okay, so let's assume this isn't one. Oh, that would kind of force this, which is just game over. So actually, yeah. And I've proved that... Oh, but are there any squares that are required to be blue? Ah, yes, obviously. Okay. But we have this possibility, and we have that possibility. That is safe. Okay. The overlaps are all covered, and everything else, yeah, the union. Okay, so that should be it. That says 3. Well, it can go in there. It can go that far. But, like, obviously that can't happen. And so, yeah, we're just left with this. Okay. Alright, hashtag 7x7. Okay. Whoa, hashtag time. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, 6 multiple. I see. Yeah. Because I can't have 4 in the blacks because this one's already covered. Alright. That? Anything? Anything? No? Okay, only one of these two can be, so that means that has to be and that can't be, and neither can that be. Okay, that's nice. 2 negation, yeah, okay. 1 negation, nope, still plenty of possibilities. 9 multiple, 2 cross, okay, let's say this is a mine, right? Then, well, let's think about the 9 for a second here. Like, let's say this isn't a mine, then... Oh, actually, that forces literally everything else to be. Yeah, okay. Sure. Oh, but then the 2 cross is, like, done for... Oh, yeah. Heh. Yeah, because this 2 cross has 3 common things with the 9. The 9 can only be missing either one of these gray squares or one of those 2 of those 3 black squares. But one of those 3, or like one of these 3 squares has to be missing. That means neither of these can be, because if they are, it forces 3 to be, yeah. Okay, so it's possible that, like, but I think that's all I can actually get from that. Because we have, like, this arrangement, but, like, you could also have that instead, so these could be either way. And then, like, if any of these are not, then you have this situation, but these could also switch, so, like, those can all go either way. Okay. And that has been proven. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's all I got. It is, let's go. Okay. Okay, 7, this is 7 by 7, isn't it? So, like, if this is a mine, then that can't be because of 2 multiple. Okay, we'd have all those consequences, right? Alright. And then this would have to all be safe because of the 7 eyesight. It needs 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's, like, blocked up vertically, so horizontally is the only way to go. Now this 4 vanilla only has, like, 4 open squares next to it, so it's like that. And that, okay, doesn't really mean much else. Ooh, the 1 vanilla means that one of these two has to be, so actually, like, this guy's a mine. And furthermore, yeah, both of those and neither of these are. Because I need exactly one of these two to be a mine, yeah. And one of them not to be, specifically. Okay, that's cool. What else we got? Like, if this is a mine, then we kill this, and it goes like that, and then this 7 has, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next to it, so 6, 7. Oh, so that means one of these three would have to be a mine, so that means that one isn't. Which is like a thing, maybe. And precisely exactly one of these three has to be as well. Okay. This 2 cross then, well, it has a lot of options, doesn't it? Yeah. This 2 negation, since that is down, it actually doesn't tell me much. Well, like, I either have 2 of these 3 grays and that not, or I have all 3 grays and that is. But there's not really any good way to distinguish between any of those options. Other than through, like, the 7, but that also is not a thing. Oh no. Because any one of these 3 could be, yeah. I don't think I can get much else, really. Yeah. What? Huh? Okay, what is that supposed to mean? No, really, like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, hold up. You suspicious thing, you. I don't... Oh, I remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So this, and then, like, these, and then that, like, also forces that, but then it forces this too with the 2 cross thing, which I said earlier. Okay. So back to here. These are dead. These are all in. Now it's telling me this square right here is somehow something. Okay, if it's a mine, it forces this to happen. Okay. Did I miscount something? Is that what the issue is? Because now this 2 multiple, like, we can't have both of these be mines, because this 7 would only have, like, 4 squares or something. So, like, these have to both be open. Because the 2 multiple. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I see. I miscounted. Yeah. Alright, fair. Okay, that means that has to be the mine. Because, like, oh, if it wasn't, then okay. Furthermore, that's safe. Because exactly one of these 2 has to be a mine. Like, the 7 can't join the 5, because if it got there, that would be 5 already, but then it has, like, way more than that, so, like, yeah. Way more than 7, because, like, that's 4, so that would make it have 9 in its sight, which is no good. That, and, okay. Okay, this 5 eyesight, like, obviously, let's say that's a mine. That would force this situation, which would force, well, one of these 2 to be safe, but I wouldn't know which one. And the 2 cross, I can't really tell me much either. Like, okay, so, I mean, that's something, at least, I guess. I mean, I've already concluded a decent amount. There's, like, 3 squares that turn safe or something. I don't know. But there could always be more. Alright, so in this situation, if that's not a mine, 2 of those 3 have to be. One of these 2 have to be. I don't know which one. Like, no, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, alright. Oh, that's a 7 eyesight. Oh, it's already completed. That forces the 5 to be like that, and that doesn't tell me much else. Oh, this 7 needs 1 more up here. This has a 2 cross, so only one of those 3 can be, because that one's already in its sight. If only one of those 3 can be, that means this has to be and that's not. Because if this is 1, then, like, both of these also have to be, because the 2 would have the negation. And, like, if this one isn't, then both of these would have to be, which overloads the cross. Like, alright, okay. What else does that give me? Does that give me anything? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, that does this and that gives me all of that, and okay, hey. So it's both or neither with that, so this is like a mine count type deal thing? 3 multiple, oh, not yet. Now it's like a mine count type thing. There's only one left, so it's gotta be that one, and those are both safe. Alright, got them. Next. Alright, 1 vanilla, 4 multiple, 1 wall, 0 negation, 2 eyesight. Oh hey. Oh hey. Still no save scores revealed from this, actually, as it turns out. Okay, so... Okay. So if this is a mine, the 1/1 wall would dictate that those have to be safe. But now this has 3 on the lights and only 1 on the dark. It needs 2 more darks to balance out those 3 lights, but there's only 1 space available. So that must be safe. I don't think we can really get anything else from this. Like, oh, if this is a thing, then like, okay, but now it's balanced and whatever, like, nothing else can happen. And if it isn't, like, oh, that could just be, and it's fine. So, like, yeah, okay. Hello. Alright, so I can't have more than 1 in either of those 2 squares. Because the 1/1 wall means like have to be in groups of 1 around each other. So I can't have 2 there and I can't have 2 there. But this 4 needs 4, so like that has to be a mine. And that kind of forces that as well, because this already has to have 1 mine here and 1 mine there, which is both groups of 1 for that 1/1 wall, and so there's that. But I think beyond that, I can't really determine much. Like, it's very possible that both of these are mines. That wouldn't cause any problems, really. But it also doesn't have to be. I know one of them has to be, because, like, I need 2 more darks with this negation. But that's it. Okay, 1 liar. Again, it can't be both, so it must be neither. And I just said it can't be both, because if it were both of these, then it would force or force neither of these to be mines, but if that were the case, the 0 would never be able to balance, and then it's over. Okay. So that gives that information. This 2 liar says that it must be one of these 2. So if it's this, like, it could be any one of these other ones, or like even like this and that, or whatever. But like, even if this 1 was here and those were all dead, you could still do that and be fine. So like, there's plenty of combinations to that. Like, there's... Okay, alright, this 1 is a liar, and it already has 1 next to it, so that means it has to be a 2 in actuality. And that means... if this is a mine, it would kill both of those squares, and then this 2 has nothing to be... It's 1, and so that can't be a mine. And now, if that's the case, then like, if this... Ah, no, you could still do this, and that's fine. Okay. No, I think that's like it. This 2 negation, like, oh, it could have that in both of these, or it could have like not that and 1 of these and not the other. Yeah, and so, and that could go in either way. Like, that's all we got. Alright. Oh, okay. So I know one of these 2 has to be because of this 2 liar, and that means all the stuff that is not in these 2 squares that are inside of this cross cannot be. And that means that gives the 2 negation to force that to be mine. Okay. Now this 4 multiple, for instance, if this was a mine, would kill these squares, and then that would force all 3 of these, but that violates this 2, because the 2 was a liar, so it can't actually have 2 next to it. It can only have 1 or 3. And so that means both of these are out of the game. If this is, then you get that situation, and if that is, you could do that, or even that. So, like, there's plenty of possibilities for how all that can go, and so that's all we got. 4 vanilla, okay, 2 partition. Is it possible for both of these to be? No. So one of these can't be, so there has to be a group in here. And then the other group is either there or there. And in that case, that has to be a mine no matter what. Because particularly, you can't have no groups here, because if there are no groups of here, then that can only have 1 group in these 2 squares, so that's over. And that, like, the only way it could happen if this wasn't a mine would be that if, like, these 2 were, and that would kill this and that, and, like, okay. Alright. This is a one partition, so for example, if that was a mine, that would kill both of these, and this 3 vanilla would be done, therefore that's out and that's in. This 2 partition, oh, 3 vanilla, there, done. Okay, and then the 4 vanilla is done, okay. And I have literally no information about any squares, because all the clues are faded, meaning like every square of influence they have has been marked with something, so... There we go, a 3 partition and a 3 partition. Oh, what do you know? Now I'm just clicking things until it tells me, okay, got them. Oh, next. Alright, multiple, liar. There are 2, no, there's 1 in here, and that means I need, well, okay, no, there's a lot of things that can happen. 8 liar. Wow, it's either 7 or it's, okay, so if, wait, hold on. Is there any way? No, okay, how unfortunate. Oh. I can't have all 3 of these open, right? This 8 liar can only have 1 square next to it that's not a mine. So like worst case scenario, or like best case scenario, whatever. Okay, so the 7 can have up to 4 horizontally. Like any more than that, it's not possible for it to have, right? We get all this. Okay, and so it needs at least 3 more vertically. And I think that's all what? Oh, wait, what? No, what? Mm-hmm. Oh, because the, oh, man, that's rough. Okay, I get it, though.
Okay, I'm going.
So, the point is, this 4 right here, it can't have, it's not possible for all 3 of these to be out, right? To be not mine. In fact, it's, oh, it could be like this. So, in particular, either this has to be mine or that has to be mine. Like, if this isn't one, it forces that one to be, and if it is, then, like, yeah, that's all we get. So, in particular, this can only have 1 more up here at most. So, best case scenario, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can only go to the left up to 1 time. So that's why this is forced to be open. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's a 1 negation, that's a 4 vanilla. Oh, what do you know? Okay. So that gives me, yeah, that information, exactly. Which means that if that isn't 1, that has to be. And that also tells me that, which also tells me that. Okay. And that should be it. Okay. 1 cross, 3 liar. What do you have to say for yourself, you liar? It's either 2 or 4. Okay. And so that doesn't really tell me anything. I think that's all I got. Yep, it is. Okay. That already has a mine next to it. So, okay. 1 partition. That means those can't be, and that means, no, that's, that's it. That's all I got. Okay. So if this is a mine, it kills both of these and forces that to be a mine, which is, like, acceptable. But if, like, this isn't a mine, then this has to be. So either way, like, you can't have that be a mine. Right, okay. But, like, I think that's all. Like, is this for real right now? Like, I think that's all I can conclude. Because the possibilities are like, oh, both of these are, or, like, just that is. And, like, this 3 has all these spaces that are not constrained by anything else on the entire board. So, like, yeah. Oh, 2-2 wall. Okay. Cool. This needs 1 more out of these 2, but that's like all, yeah, I don't know which, there's no other information, so here we are. Oh, a 1-2-2 wall. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, no, that's it. 3 negation, 7 multiple, that's down, so that 8 liar turns into that. Now this has to go one of those directions. This has to have 1 more mine, but don't know where. Okay, that's a 1 negation, opens that up, which forces that to be a mine. It's 4 cross. It has 3 already, it's gotta be one of those 2. This 2 could open down here and be like this, or it could open up here and be like this, which would kill that, but like this still could be like this if that's a mine. So like there's, yeah. Okay, 2 negation. This is a both or neither type situation going on here. So if that's a not a mine, then it forces well, this 2 negation forces that to not be a mine, which then, like, kills this 2 eyesight. So actually, since it can't not be, then those have to be like this. Okay. And 2 eyesight. Okay. 1 left. There we go. Whoa! We get the hashtag 8x8, but let's do plus 7x7. Oh boy, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, let's just go. Okay. Negation balance. Balance negation. Alright. Huh? Oh, negation 4, it already had 1. So, okay. Yeah. We are at an 8x8 board. 7x7 board? 3 mines per row. Okay. These are 1s, they're negations. Okay. So either 1 gray and... Yeah, I don't think I can really do anything else. What? How? How in the world could that be determined? Like, what? Okay, hold on. Like, how even, like, what? Okay, first of all, alright, so I guess the point is, if I look at this column, I can only have at most 1 mine here, right? Okay. At most 1 mine, well, in those 4 squares, okay? Alright. It's gotta be something with this 2 and this 1 together, with these 3 columns, determining that, like, that can't be a mine, or has to be, based on, like, how many mines are able to fit with this 1 and this 2 together in such a way that, like, is this some kind of even and odd thing? Like, this is, like, what? Okay. Alright. So there are 9 total mines in these squares. Okay. 3 of those are accounted for. So there are 6 left, and 6 is an even number. In the zone corresponding to this 1, it has 2 possibilities. Or, well, okay. It will have the number of dark squares and light squares have to be... It needs to have an odd number of mines around it. Okay, that's my point. Okay? And this 2 needs to have an even number of mines around it. The total number of mines has to be odd, and therefore... Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, literally. That's crazy, dude. I'm gonna have to think... This is, like, the craziest thing, dude. Okay, this, like, only matters for negation balance, I think. This is, like, a specific negation balance combination type of reasoning that is going on right now. Okay, so this 1 has to have an odd number of mines around it. This 2 has to have an even number of mines around it. So odd plus even is odd. So there's an odd number of mines in these squares. And I know there needs to be an odd number of mines total in these 3 columns. Which means in the zone in those 3 columns that is outside of the zones of those 1 and 2 put together, there has to be an even number of mines. Since there's 1 here, that's an odd number, and this can't be. The only one left has to also be a mine so that there's an even number outside the zone, which will then... That's just crazy, dude. Like, how? Okay. Oh, we got a full row. Okay, yeah. Excellent. Okay. Okay, that just means I gotta be real careful here. Alright, let's... Looky here. Oh my gosh, no, 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 dude. It's not possible. Okay, look. With this 3 and this 1, they cover these 2 zones. They both have to have an odd number of mines around them because it's negation, right? Odd plus odd is even. There needs to be, therefore, an odd number of mines in the zone that's not contained within the 1 in the zone independent of the 1 and the 3. That's, like, not covered by them. Since there is an odd number of mines currently, there can't be any more because there's only 1 spot left. So that is safe. Yo. Crazy, dude. Alright. Okay, so now, obviously, okay, if this is a, oh, hold on. And because of that, this column, both of those have to be mines. Now, we have 1, 2, oh, well, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, there can only be 2 mines left in this entire thing. So those 2 mines left have to be balanced. And it can't be both in the same row. So it could be like this around the 1, or it could be like that around the 2. Okay, but that's like a lot of different combinations, none of which I can like guarantee or, yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so this row here, let's think. It needs 2 more mines out of the 3 blank squares that it has left to itself. Okay. This, hold on. This 3 needs 1 or 3 more mines. We can have 1 or 3 more next to it. So there's 4 currently on the board here. So if this has 1 more next to it, the 3, then in these 3 rows, which there's 9, there are 5 left. So if 1 more, if 1 more, then there needs to be 4 next to this 1, and if 3 more, then there needs to be 2 next to the 1. So this needs an even number, so it basically has to be, okay. Even so, let's say this isn't a mine. Then this needs to have both of those next to it. And also this. Okay. And then, sure, that's an assumption. Yeah, okay. And then we need 2 more in here, which will be 1 dark and 1 light. Which, like, okay. Oh, but that would kill this because of that? Hold on. Which would force this to get that row to be complete. But now, this 1 is dead. Isn't it? Yeah. So actually that has to be a mine. Oh, jeez. Okay, so let's assume that this is not a mine. That forces this to not be, and actually forces all 3 of these to be. And that, because of this one, will force that to be. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, no, just that can't. What? How? Oh, it could have 2 more. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Jeez, dude. No, that was forced to be a mine. Okay. Alright. Save, mine. Okay, that's what I had concluded. What else did I get? I got that couldn't be a mine. No, it had to be. Here. That? What? Oh, yeah, that. And then, okay. I think this is what I had marked down. Okay, so yeah, I like falsely assumed that like, oh, if this was a mine, then that needs to be there to balance it out. But it could just like make that a mine, which would do this. And now, that, and everything's fine. Yeah. Okay, back to this assumption, where those are not mines and all these 3 are. Oh, but that's just like a contradiction, right? Because this 1 would need this to be, but then you have 4 in a row. Yeah, so like, yeah. I thought I got a lot more out of that than I actually did, but okay. And that means... No, okay, so... Let's say this is a mine. Then that isn't, and therefore neither of these are, forcing that to be, and now this could be either of those, and like everything's fine. Ah. Is that it? I think this might be all I can conclude. I was right. Let's go. Okay. So I know either 2 or 0 of these are mine. Specifically, this will not contribute anymore to the unbalancing of that 1. Like, Oh wait, no, it could be these. Hold on. If it's that, then yeah, no, then it's over. So it can't be both of them, which means what does that mean? Oh, and if this is it at all, it forces this and that because of this one, but now this thing has 3 lights and 1 dark. So actually now this must be safe. Okay. Does this 2 tell me anything? Well, what I do know is, let's see, if this is a mine, the thing would block that, and then like both of these would have to be, but like it can't be. So like, yeah, there's no way that is. What I need is 2 of these darks, but I can't have both of these, so that means this one has to be, and therefore that can't be. Okay. So I guess there's 2 situations. We could have that be a thing, which does this, and that. And now this one needs 1 more here, but it could be either. So that's like all we get from that. The alternative is this. And then it could just be like either of those and whatever. Okay, I think that's all we got. What? Huh? What? Hold, what? How? I, hmm? Did this like result in a contradiction or something? Oh, what about? Hold up. Oh, this one right here. Oh wow, dude. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, okay. Okay. Right, okay. So if we assume this is a mine, that forces that to be a mine. Oh, right, and that too. Okay. But now, because of the balance, these are all dead. But now this one has 2 lights, 2 darks. So that's just done for. Which means actually that's not a mine, that is. That's not a mine, and that is. And then, on top of that, this one is currently balanced. So it needs 1 of these 2 to unbalance it, and then the 2 will be unbalanced, so it'll need 1 of these 2 to balance it. And then these, therefore, cannot be a mine, because like the ones in these 2 columns have already been somewhere. Okay. Okay. Okay, so these can't both be. Right, if this is, then so is that, but that kills this entire row, and now that one's dead. So, goodbye. This column only has 2 spaces left, and only 1 mine, so it needs those 2 to complete the 3. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah, okay. What does this tell me? This has 2. So if this is a bind, it forces both of these to be, but then that column has 4, so this is out, that's in, that's out, that's in, that's there, okay. And, okay, so, oh, this is forced, okay. And then I think we just have like, yeah, you need 1 in this row, 1 in that row, 1 in that column, 1 in that column. Could be here and here, could be there and there, like, yeah, it's just, okay, you'll tell me what it is, okay, there. Oh boy, did that one board take like 15 minutes? Oh jeez. Okay, quad partition. Quad partition. Okay. Right. If this is a mine, the one with the partition would force these two squares to be dead. That forms a quad with no mines in it, so that's dead. Furthermore, this 3... so if that's not a mine, then you get like this situation, and like everything's fine, right? If this isn't a mine, then you get all... You get that, or whatever. And then like this happens, and like whatever, okay. So if this is a mine and this isn't, that forces that not to be, so like, yeah. In particular, like if that's not a mine, it forces both of these to be by quad, but then the one has two groups, so like that's a mine, okay. This two, yeah. Yeah, right, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Specifically, like, this two needed two groups, and this two needed two groups. But, like, it can only fit one group here, so this one needed one to have here. And this one, because it can only fit one group there, had to have one here. And that already put two groups for this two, which means, like, that couldn't be, and, like, it determined all that. But that was, like, a single clue deduction that, like, all came together to form into a single thing. Okay. Alright. If this is... Yeah, no, this... I don't think I can do anything else. What? Okay, what even just happened there? Like, it's telling me I can determine all of this? Like, okay, if that's a mine, then it would force this to happen. Oh, something about quad, maybe? Oh, if this isn't a mine, then this too has two groups that are isolated, so nothing can connect to it anymore. And then it forces that, which makes a quad there, and so this has to be a mine, which this 3 that determines all of that from. Okay. Did it also have stuff like here? Oh, if this is a mine and that isn't. Or specifically, if that's not a mine, it forces this situation to go on here. Oh my god. This freaking quad, dude. Look at that. It's just there. And furthermore, like, if that isn't, then that would isolate this and make another quad. So, like, those are both mines. And that's what I missed that? Like, of all things. Dude, you always gotta watch out for quad. There's like sneaky little 3 things that are safe, and then suddenly like the mine is forced, and you don't notice, and then it's all over. Okay. Yep. Gotta look for any stray quads. I don't think I see any. Okay. Okay, let's say this isn't a mine, right? Oh wait, no. Wait. Okay, if this... okay, yeah, if this is a mine, okay. Then we look at what happens, okay. So there's 2 possibilities. Either this thing has to connect up with that guy, or it has to connect up with that guy. Alright, so let's say we do the top option, where it connects up like this. Now this 3 has like one giant group around it, but like it can't fit 2 more groups in that square, so that's just dead. So actually, like, it's not possible for that to be a mine. Right, because if it is, like, the 3 cannot have enough groups, okay? So that means this would be forced to connect up this way. But now this 2, oh, the poor 2, it's so dead. It has 3 mines, and there's only 1 space next to it, but that can't be the extra group, because, like, it would just be part of the same group, so it would be all over. So that means that thing cannot be a mine. And that forces both of those to be, because of the 3 and stuff. And that means this has to be, because like if this is, well, okay, if it's not, right, This 2 would need to have a second group, so it would have to be there. Oh, but now this 2 has 3 groups, and so that's too many, right? So that has to happen. But beyond that, I don't think there's really anything else I can do. Yeah, okay. Okay, yep, okay, well, What? Quad! I forgot quad was happening. Okay, you got me there. Was there... Oh yeah, that had to be a mine like that. Okay. Yeah, that was awkward. Okay, so that was safe. That forced this, which forced that. And then that was it, right? That kills that, but then the quad determines that that's the case, and that gives this. Okay. Okay. There, and then... Is the rest just 9 count? Yeah. Okay. 9? Oh, eyesight. It's eyesight. It's connected eyesight. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, okay, obviously. Because, like, if this wasn't a mine, then it would connect up with that and have 3 already, which is more than 2, so it's done for. Oh, hey, there's a 1. And that means this 3, yeah, okay. What? What? Oh, because that now exists, so the most this can have in this row is 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So these were all 1 clue deductions so far. Like, I could click on a clue to make all of this happen. So let's say that. Then you have this situation, and like that's there, and yeah, no, that's like it. This can get out any way it wants, and whatever else can happen to it. But like if that, then you have this, and then like okay, this has to get out there, but that doesn't really do much, and like okay, I think I got it. All right. Hello, hello. All right. Okay. So. So let's say that that's a mine. Or let's say that this is a mine, right? Okay. Now what's going to happen is this 9 now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So all of these have to not be mines because of that. But guess what? Now this little 2 here has 2 in its eyesight, so everything else has to be blocked. But look at this mine. It cannot get out, and it's not connected anymore. And so it's all over, so that has to be saved. I can't make a similar argument about this, right? Because that just means, yeah, no, okay. Nor can I do the same thing with that. Can this 4 tell me anything? Like what if, no. No, I don't think so. What if this is blocked off? It could like go around this way and stuff. Like this doesn't have to extend to that end. We're done. What? Okay, so you're telling me like if this is blocked, for instance, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, the 9s then would also have to be... like this. And then it's all over because this 2 now has 3 in its sight. And similarly, because of this, the 7 would have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 You'd need to have that as the 7th, but then that makes an 8th one in it, so that joins that up. So like that's okay. That's what it was. Okay. So now, well, that 7's the only new information I got. All right. So let's say that's not a mine. All right. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hello. Do this, and then this would have to go like that, I think. But then this 4 has 5, and it's over. Ha. Yeah. See? Okay. Alright, so let's say this happens, and you have this, and that, and this, and that, and, it's 4, okay. Well, oh, hey! This, these mines are now stuck. So actually, like, that's just forced, okay? You see that? And that also means that this, yeah, which gives that information, which tells you that much at least, which, oh, hello. That's an interesting situation to be in. And I don't think, like, what? Oh, connected, because this has to, okay. It's just, okay. Fair. You got me there, alright. Okay, so the point is that which forces that for that to get out. Yeah, that's what it was. And that gives me like all this stuff about that kind of stuff. Alright, that. And the point is like this guy has to get out and join the rest of them. So he has to go there. Okay. Oh. Okay. What? Okay, so like if this is open, that has to be closed, which forces that open. And then this 3 is now there, so there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that's closed and that's open, and everything's fine. Oh, hold up. If this is not a mine. Oh, wait. Okay. Then, in order for like this group here to connect with the rest of them's, they gotta go this way. So like this has to come this way. And then this 3 now has to go over here, and this 4 has to go over there for stuff. Oh, but that's blocked, and that's blocked too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 though, which means, ha, gotcha. Everything is connected. All of my clues are grayed out. There's no way there could be anything else, right? Yeah, alright, got them. Right, same deal, mine count. Yes, alright, got them. I guess I'm just doing this last hashtag 8x8, and that's probably all I'll have time for, because it's very close to an hour. But I kind of want to do... If I could do this and the plus, then I could unlock the plus hashtag. But I guess that'll have to be for another time. I won't be able to do the plus hashtag anyway, so yeah, I guess I just have to end it with this. Or even end now, because this field might take a while. It is 8x8 after all. Okay. But anyway, this is a 3 liar. Okay, it has to be exactly one of those, because this 1 vanilla means one of those is. This has to have 2 next to it. Okay. This 3 partition, 4, that's 5. 2 cross, 5 vanilla. Oh, hello. Only 2 of those can be, so like all 3 of these have to be. Also, none of those can be. Okay, excellent. But just the way this 2 cross hits this 5 vanilla, it covers 4 of its squares, and there's only 3 left for it to have, but only 2 of these can be, so like, yeah, okay. Numbers, just being able to count. 2 clue reasoning, easy, right? Easy, okay. I think that's it. I'm gonna say that's it. Even though I didn't really spend that much time trying to prove it, but like, okay, it's fine. Alright, if that ain't it, well, okay, what about if this is it? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay. Oh boy. I mean, the only information I got were these 2 things, which forces this and that, right? Okay. Like, what if this is blocked? Then you do that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, then that's a mine and both of these are mines. But that's like completely allowed. Or is it? Oh yeah, it is. Because this happens and then that and then like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that's allowed. It's fine. Okay. This is a 1 vanilla, so one of these two has to be. Wait, let's imagine that this is a mine that kills both of these, which forces both of these. Now this 9 is dead, so there's that. Okay, do we get a similar situation if like either of these are? But no, I don't think so. All I know at this point, yeah, no, I think that's it. You, what, huh? Oh, yeah, you right. You right, though. I see. Okay, fair enough. Right, yeah, okay. Okay, so the point is, because only at most one of these two can be, which means, like, best case scenario for this 9, the most it's going to get out of this is that much. Because, like, you can't have neither of these be. Because if these are both open, then, like, there has to be 2 here because the 2 cross. But then the 1 says, no, that's not allowed. So, like, that's the situation we're in. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? Let me recount for a second here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Ooh, the 1-2 wall. Okay, so because all of these, like, imagine this, alright? And these are all dead, and now this can't fit a group of 2 in it. So, like, boom, boom. This 8 multiple has gotta be something, no? Okay, I see. Alright, there's 1-2 wall. It's either that. Oh, yeah, actually, it is like that. So, like, if this is a mine, then both of these have to be, because that's dead. And, like, if this is a mine, then, like, both of these have to be. So, actually, like, these are mines. Okay. So let's imagine that like this isn't a mine. Then that isn't either, and both of these are now. And then like it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, what's going on here? So let's say this is the situation we're in, right? And like it would force all that, right? Okay. Now, and that would do this, obviously. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright, now, is this one negation happy with that? No, it very much is not. So actually, like this, and that, and there. Okay. Alright, yeah. 0 cross. Oh, this one negation needs to be happy. Yeah, so that means both of these are. Okay. Because, like, if this one wasn't, then both of these would be, but now it's, like, unbalanced, because it has 2, and it needs to have only 1, but, like, it can't have any there, because the 8 would force them. Yeah, okay, we get it. Alright. Oh, this is a 3 partition now. This one. So what about this? Right, that would force. Oh yeah, that's so dead. Yeah, I. So this is like a both or neither situation, which means it's both. And now like one of these is to form, yeah, and the other's not. But like I can't, yeah. Why you? Oh wow, that's rough. Okay. You know, it's like way past an hour already. I'm just gonna reset this and just be like, we're done for the day. And then next time it can be the stuff. So just remember, we're gonna do hashtag, we're gonna do plus, then we're gonna do hashtag plus. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this time. My progress. Did I only do like 8 boards? I probably had like one of these cleared, so I did like two here, or some. I don't know, whatever. I can look at the video to find out. But I might have only done like 9 boards this run, or this episode. These combinations are tough, man. See, it gets hard. This isn't easy. Anyway, we're out of here. So, yeah. Do I like say a thing or just, no? Maybe not. I don't know. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Void out.